Shut up and sit down.
And now, streaming live from the sunny Southern California coast, this is Options Uncensored.
Hey everybody, I'm Steve. Welcome to Options Uncensored. We're making real option trades in real time together. Let's get right into it. First things first, make sure you have your brokerage account open so you can follow along. Have your YouTube video quality set as high as possible. That way you can read the numbers a whole lot easier. Have a calculator on hand so you can do some easy math. If you have a question or a stock you want to go over together live, leave it in the comments section below. And finally, remember, this is not financial advice. This is all for entertainment purposes only. All right, happy Fed Day. Let's take a look at our open positions. First up, our Netflix short call spread for March, trying to get to 82. We're on the right track, up $54 already, almost there. EFA, trying to get to 21. We opened at 42 or something, 43. We're down a little. It's fine. Don't worry about this one. Semi ETF is big today, just down because of AMD, so that's good. We'll go over AMD in a second, and then our short call spread February expiration for XBI. We're just hanging on a razor's edge here, trying to wait for it to make a move down. All right, AMD. Let's look at AMD first, okay? Post earnings move, rallied back a bit. I know they were down more so earlier today. So post earnings move, yesterday after the close, race to outperform. Overall, it was a good quarter. Here's our chart. Here's our chart. It could continue to move down. Got good support at 150. Actually, never mind. We've got support right now. Support here. We have support at 155 and support at 150. Wouldn't be opposed to selling puts here. Let's check it out. March expiration on the put side. If you sold the 140, good liquidity here. You're not really getting paid for it. I know we got the blue line up above here. Our IV rank according to this is 124. I don't know if I believe that. We'd have to sell the 140. I'd be okay with selling the 140. Let's check it out. So yeah, now that we're post earnings, the solid line is lower than the dotted line, which means that the implied volatility is lower than the average. And you can actually see in the option prices, the call side, we have all red. They've lost value. And also on the put side, they are all red. They've lost value too. So that means that post earnings, the move for AMD was not more so than it was priced in the option market. So that means option sellers that opened positions previously have now made money because both sides are lower in value. But we can still hop in if we want. Maybe we'll come back. I doubt we're going to need downgrades over the next couple days, so you don't have to worry about that. Boeing, BA, up 3% after earnings. This one I thought would have had a bigger move, but it hasn't. So it had our big move down, big move up. We sold our short call spread. It moved way against us, like it wasn't even close. And we weren't able to sell in time or roll in time. And had this big move down with all the shenanigans with the door blowout. And now here they are, catching the bounce from the support back here in October and November of 2023. So it's getting a bounce here. I don't know if this bounce is over. Can continue. Let's just check out the prices. Put side, you'd have to sell the 185. Not terribly liquid at the 185. The 180 is better liquidity. Everything seems fairly priced. Again, there's no good deal here. Call side, if you sold the 230. A little bit of call skew, but not by much. We'll pass on this one. We need more movement to the downside to sell the put side. And we need way more movement to the upside to sell the call side. So we're kind of hanging out in no man's land here. We'll pass on this one. Paramount's P-A-R-A. is next. Up 9%. I don't think this is earnings. I think they had a buyout offer from somebody. So they were up more so at one point here. Skip the put side at 11. Call side. Dude, actually the calls are expensive. If you sold, the 17.5 is a little too close and the 19 is too far out. That's your problem. All right, I think we're going to move on really quick. Up over 8%. Media Titan, Byron Allen makes a $14 billion buyout offer. That's the news. Anything else? So it's a all-cash offer. That doesn't help with the stock price. Okay. Let's go back. Earnings are the 28th, so we're about a month away. I think we're going to have to skip this one for now. Next up, Starbucks SBUX. Post-earnings move here. We got red on both sides. Red on the call side, red on the put side. It looks like. So it gapped up to 98 or so and it's already sold off. I'm going to reload. The cursor's acting a little weird today. I'm going to reload the application here. So give us a second. There we go. Okay. Earnings this morning. Gap up and is already sold off. We're back at the flat line. There we go. Much better. So it opened up at 98.50. It's already down to 94. See. I think the move on this one's already been made. Let's check out the put side. You don't get paid on the put side. You have to sell the 85 on the put side. You only get paid $36, so skip that. Call side. The 100. Still, you don't get paid on this one either. Nothing burger for Starbucks. Let's move on. Google. Down 6%. Okay. Now this one's interesting. You can make a case for selling the put side here. I doubt we'll get downgrades of Google. On the put side, if you sold the 130, you get 79. Hold on one second. You'd be better off selling the GOOGL. Sell the 130, you get 94. Where's 130 on the chart? All the way down here. That's not bad. Did have this big run up into earnings. We'll come back to Google too. Actually, let's just go ahead and open this one. So what I'll do is I'm going to sell just the put, not the put spread, on Google. We'll sell the 130 for March expiration. This one should get filled. Sell one March 130 put. Limit credit, I'll go with 96. Preview that. Sell 1 March 130, put 96 limit to open. You receive a credit of $96. Go ahead and send that out. I'll hang tight here. Odds are this is going to get filled really quick, so we'll set the buy to close order when that does happen, okay? Next up is Microsoft MSFT. Post earnings, not much to move on this one. We'll probably skip this one right away. Yep, red on both sides. So red on the put side, red on the call side. Nothing to do here. Okay, next, Novo, NVO. Post earnings, 4.5%. Let's take a look. Here's our chart. Make a case for the call side here. For March, you'd have to sell the 125 and buy the 130. 125. Liquidity's okay here. 95. We have a 7-cent spread here and a 7-cent spread here. Let's do the math. 98 minus 48 divided by 2 divided by 500. 5% on the nose. Where's 125 on the chart? This all seems fairly priced. I wouldn't go in on this one. Novo 125. Yeah, I'd skip this one. Okay, moving on. MasterCard MA. Very low volatility post earnings. IB rank of 19. Barely a 2% move. This is probably going to be a nothing burger as well. Let's check it out. A little bit on the call side. If you sold 480 and bought 45, I don't think it's going to be worth it. 480. Liquidity's not great either. Do the math really quick. 238 minus 165 divided by 2 divided by 500. That's 7.3%. 480. Selling the 480 and buying the 485. You could buy the 490. It's going to take it down a bit and make it a $1,000 spread. 236 minus 114 divided by 2. That's 6% there. You'll make more money. I'm not crazy about the liquidity here. 14-cent spread of the 480. Where's 480 on the chart? 480 is right here. That seems fair. This is MasterCard. It's not a very volatile stock, so you don't have to worry too much about that. And you're getting paid 6% return if you did the $1,000 spread on the call side for March. So I would sell the 480 and either buy the 485 or buy the 490. But just know liquidity is not that great on this one. Okay. Philips PSX. I'm going to skip this one right away. Post earnings, only 1% move. A little bit of green on the call side, but 2 liquid. You'd have to sell 155, and you got a 25-cent spread. And then 0 volume here to cover. Moving on. Thermodynamic, TMO. Down 4%. Okay. With these higher, more expensive stocks, $545, it makes these things a lot less liquid and a lot less volume. You'd have to sell the 500 on the put side. You don't get paid for it either. Google short put got filled. Okay, We'll set the buy to close order on this one. So this is GOOGL, short 1 March 24th expiration, 130 put. We'll set the close order. So we're going to do the opposite of what we just did. We will buy 1 March 130 put, limit 96 divided by 2. It's 48. So we'll set this at 48. And we'll set the duration as good till canceled. Preview the order. All right, buy 130 put at 48 limit, good till canceled to close the position. Spend $48. We'll go ahead and send that out. Hang out tight here until it gets filled, or we have to roll, or whatever it may be, okay? I'm okay sleeping at night with a short put on Google. Where were we? Thermodynamic. Skip this one. Boston Scientific, BSX. Is that right? Oh, yeah. Okay, post earnings. Hardly a move. Already sold off quite a bit. It opened up at 64. It's down to 62.80. Volatility is not the greatest. Neither is liquidity. Let's move on. Walmart, WMT. They announced a split today. I think it was 3-for-1. Here we go. Walmart announces 3-for-1 stock split. Hasn't seemed to move them. It looks like it opened up and sold off already. Earnings are February 20th, so we're about three or 4 weeks away. So yeah, gapped up open and sold off already. There may not be a move to make now. Put side, sell the 155 to get 115. That doesn't seem worth it. Call side. Skip the call side. Let's look at the KRE and then a bank that's having some issues this morning. First off, the KRE, it was down 4%. It's already rallied back a bit. There's a bank that's having some problems. It's called NYCB. NYCB. New York Community Bank, down 32% today. So, surprise loss precipitates 35% stock sell-off. Their earnings were today. So this is an earnings move. And if you remember last March, we had some earnings surprises from the small regional banks like Silicon Valley that had a liquidity problem. They had a bank run, and they went under. Halted this morning. Let's take a look at the chart. It's rallied back quite a bit. Opened up at 5. It's now at 7. Closed yesterday at 10.50 or so. A lot of volume here, considering no one knows this. On the put side for March, you'd have to sell 5, and you don't get paid for it. Let's go back to the KRE. So this is the reason why the KRE is down today. On the put side for the KRE, you'd have to sell the 46 and buy the 43 on the put side. 56 minus 26. 56 minus 26 divided by 2 divided by 300. 5% there. Let's continue to watch the KRE. What you really want to do is wait for a big move down like this. Okay. I think a hold. Even though it is down 3% or so. Moving on. Let's look at Tesla. I know we tried to sell a short put the other day. I still feel like this one has more room to fall till around anywhere from 175 to 165. So we're not there yet. Earnings, or past earnings, that's right. Put side. We sold the 160 and bought the 155. Do the math. 208 minus 151 divided by 2 divided by 500. 5.7%. That's okay for a put spread. These puts are a little expensive. Volatility is a little bit higher now post earnings. It shows IV rank of 0. I don't think that's correct. We'll hold on this one. Wait for it to get between 175 and 165, okay? UPS, let's see if they got any downgrades today. They are down again, day 2. Cut. Today's the 31st, yes. So, UPS was cut to hold by Argus, downgraded Argus. Anything else? Raymond James maintains strong buy. Okay, so that's good. Price cut at Morgan Stanley this morning. Barclays maintains at equal weight. Okay. So yesterday, let's review. Yesterday had not so good earnings, gap down and sell off. This morning, now we're starting to get the downgrades and price cuts, so that's good. We could be getting a bounce right here from back in November. Okay, so this peak right here will create support for a move up, maybe. If not, the next spot for support is right up here at 135. So let's see the put side. If we move past 135, I'd be okay with that. 135. If not, you have to go out to the 130. The 135 is a little close, so I don't know. The 130 doesn't seem worth it. Hold on one second. If we did the spread, 154 minus 69 divided by 2 divided by 500, 8.5% there. The 135 is awfully close, that's why. Let's follow up. Man. Let's fill up tomorrow, one more day. Today is Wednesday. If we get some more downgrades tomorrow, we'll have 3 days of bleeding off, and then we'll go and sell the put side. But the Fed meeting today makes me a little nervous, and we're just the second day after earnings. But it's coming up to some good support points. It could get the bounce right now. Okay? We'll follow up tomorrow, don't worry. Let's take a look at, what does it say? Intel, INTC. Still down. So 1, 2, 3, 4 days after earnings, still kind of falling down here. Could catch support here at 42.50, where it's at right now. Next stop is at 40. I think a good spot for support is at 40. So I don't know if I'd want to go on this one yet on the put side. On the put side for March, You'd have to sell the 37. This thing's fairly priced. Nothing crazy. Hold on this one. Let's wait for the Fed meeting. Let's see what happens, okay? Okay. IV rank scanner. Let's sort by volume. All of a sudden, everything is green here. Okay, AMD, we already looked at that one. We might come back at the end. Russell, Apple's coming up tomorrow. NVIDIA on the 21st. Amazon tomorrow after the close as well. SoFi, we're past SoFi. Boeing, hold on Boeing. We already looked at the KRE. China. Meta has earnings tomorrow after the close as well. Intel we already looked at. Paramount we already looked at. The GLD, that's right, the Fed meeting. We've got some movement in the gold market. Hopefully, after the Fed meeting, gold will shoot up. And we can sell some call spreads tomorrow. If there's momentum to the upside here in gold, so I wouldn't sell anything on the call side before the meeting. Not showing like we're getting a lot of volatility yet. We want this. Remember we traded gold back here, back in October, on the call side. We want to wait for this to have higher volatility. IV rank of 1. Maybe that's right. I don't know. It's showing here gold's IV rank as 35. This can get up in the 60s or 70s. We'll definitely do something with gold, but good to know. Keep that on our radar. Pfizer, we're past earnings there. New York Community Bank Corp. We just looked at that one. Not very liquid. Walmart on the 20th, we already looked at that. Nova, we already looked at. Baba on the 7th. The K-Web will hold. Earnings for all these guys. Ford on the 6th. We already had GM, right? Yes, thank you. Cisco on the 14th. Rivian on the 21st, or too close there. Qualcomm today after the close. Great. Snapchat on the 6th, same as Eli Lilly. Snowflake on the 28th. About a month away on that one. A real estate ETF. Let's check it out. IYR. I don't know why this is on the list. For March, on the put side, if you sold 83, it's not worth it. On the call side, if you sold 94, it's really not worth it. So there is some skew towards the put side. Actually, a lot of skew to the put side. 61 for the 83, 50 for the 94. So where's 83 on the chart? 83 is down here. That seems fair. We need a bigger move down a bigger move to the downside to sell the puts. Not there yet. Okay. Upstart on the 13th. ARC we already looked at yesterday. It was very boring. SMH, we already have our position open. Valley. I don't know this one. Let's take a look. VLY. Bank, that's what I figured. Huh. A lot of volume today at the 8. That's interesting. On the put side. Where's 8 on the chart? Right here. I wonder if this bank is having problems. Aren't we all? Let's move on. UPS. We already looked at UPS. Chewy. Match Group. I think Match Group had earnings today, no? Yeah, yesterday after the close. MTCH. I don't know how liquid this is, though. Oh, yeah, actually it is liquid. Okay, let's do this one. Earnings were yesterday after the close. Everything looks fine. Doesn't look like there was a big enough movement. We got the blue line down below. It says IV rank of 107. That's probably wrong. Whenever E-Trade has an IV rank up here, it's usually wonko. Sorry, let's go back to the chart really quick. Not a lot of movement, so move up, move down, move up. It's just hanging out in no man's land at the 200-day, and it is below the 200-day, so that would suggest, not a very strong suggestion, but a move downward. Call side, you'd have to sell the 42.5 and buy the 45. Let's do the math. Good liquidity on this one. I'm surprised. 62 minus 30 divided by 2 divided by 250, 6.4%. The 42.5 is a little hair close. It's not bad. It's not ideal. 42.5 on the chart. It's right here. I've never traded match before. I'm going to pass on this one. DraftKings on the 15th. Broadcom, Beyond Meat, Yux. Newmont. Newmont didn't get filled yesterday. Let's take a look. NEM. Trying to do a short put on Newmont. It's up 2% today. So yesterday we tried to sell the put. It didn't get filled. We would have been on our way to success this morning. So unfortunately, we already missed the move. Don't try to chase this one now. It'll catch some resistance at 37, but again, close but no cigar. But if you got filled, congratulations. You're making money already. What else did we try to short yesterday? We also tried to sell a put on something else. Hold on. Account orders yesterday. Newmont and Schlumberger, SLB. SLB. We tried to sell a put on Schlumberger yesterday, is that right? We did, but Schlumberger was all the way down here. And it rallied back. And that's why it didn't get filled. What's going on with giant Schlumberger today? Put side for Schlumberger. The numbers aren't right today. The 45 is too close to sell, and the 42.5 is too far out to make it worth it. So I wouldn't open in anything today. The move was yesterday, and we missed it. Newmont, Oxy coming up on the 14th. Disney on the 7th. IBM still has some volatility. Let's check them out. I think, though, the time has passed. I think so too. Yeah, there's nothing to do here. It may continue to sell off, but you would have wanted to sell the call spread on the day of earnings, not now. See how the calls are actually, it's a little wonko now. The 195 is too close and the 200 is too far out. Pass on this one. CVS on the 7th. Firm. Coca-Cola. I love Coca-Cola. Shopify on the 13th. Let's do one more page here and then go back to ADM. Block on the 22nd. Gold Barrick, that is. 14th end phase, no Bumble. BMBL. Earnings are the 21st. Too close. Uber's coming up. Wayfair's coming up. Marvell. MRVL. On the 29th, we're about a month away. Pass. Carvana on the 22nd. Baidu. Don't. Datadog on the 13th. USL, let's check out oil. Oil's down. We still haven't gotten a response from the government, correct? That's cuckoo. We talked about oil yesterday, about how volatility is not priced right here. Think back, I can't remember. We did something with oil back in either October, November, when volatility in oil was higher. It's all the way down here now. It's down to 37. Just nothing to do yet. But if the U.S. response is to attack Iran somehow, I expect oil to go through the roof. Well, not through the roof. It's definitely going to go up. Warner Brothers. Fisker, no. Pinterest on the 8th. No. Caesars, no. Roku, I know their earnings are coming up. We'll wait for Roku earnings. AI. 21st. All right. Let's take a look at AMD one more time and then call it. Man, it's moved up so much. If you can get a pullback to 150, let's put AMD. We're going to follow up for the next couple days. AMD 150. Okay. Just because it's going to catch a lot of support there. It's going to also catch support at 155, but we're at 164 right now. And this is the first day after earnings. Maintain it overweight. Raise to outperform. I doubt we're going to get any downgrades over the next 2 or 3 days. If we do, they're idiots. we're in this awkward spot where it looks cool to sell puts, but we just have this big gap here that needs to be filled. And it's only the first day after earnings. It has moved up a lot. Profits need to be taken, and that could still happen within the next couple days. So let's give AMD a couple days here to level out and then hopefully move back up. Okay, so 150 we're looking for on AMD. Look, if it's up tomorrow and we miss the move, that's fine. I'm okay with that. I'll sleep fine at night. But good news is we've got our Google short put filled down today after earnings. I'm not worried about this one. I doubt there'll be downgrades on Google as well, but we have the Fed meeting today as well. This should move the market both up and down. We've got positions that are both short and long the market, so that'll be good for us. We want Google to go up. We want Netflix to go down. We want semis to go down. We want the XBI to go down, and we want, well, in general, I want the market to go down to make volatility go up so we can sell some more puts. But in the meantime, we are where we are. January has come to a close today. So January was a great month for us. We had a lot of positions closed. We made a good amount of money. I don't know exact amount, but January is a very good month. So good start to the year, a good first month. We're having fun, we're learning, and we're making money. Okay? That's all you could ask for. Thanks so much for watching. Tune in every morning at 7:15 a.m. on the West Coast, 10:15 a.m. on the East Coast. We go live every morning trading options. Also tell your friends if you have any to trade with us, okay? Like, subscribe, all that good stuff. All right, enjoy the Fed meeting. Listen to the press conference if you want. It's very boring. Have a good one. See you tomorrow.